A 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Sacramento Kings up against the Phoenix Suns. Well, for the Suns, 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. So tonight, 2 inexperienced teams facing off. Shaq, if you were coaching a young club, what advice would you give?
Well, you got to play within yourselves, and if you make a mistake, don't let it get in your head. You just got to keep playing.
Wouldn't you also say, hey, get the ball to Shaq?
I would definitely say that.
Well, if he was on a young team with Shaq, I would say the same thing. But if you don't have a guy named Shaq, you just play with a great deal of energy, and that could make up for the lack of experience. So, you know, being young can benefit you in that way, and you can have some advantages that experienced guys don't have.
Would you like to play for Shaq if Shaq was a coach?
As a coach, I would like to play with Shaq as a young Shaq.
No, if he's the coach.
No, I didn't.
Would you like to play for Shaq?
I'd like to play with Shaq as a young Shaq.
He doesn't want to play for you if you're coaching.
Because they don't know my coaching style.
What is your coaching style?
They call me Pat Jackson.
A combination, it would seem, of Pat Riley and Phil Jackson.
Well, that means you're going to practice me hard, and we're going to win a lot. I want to play for Pat Jackson. I just decided.
Not me. Let's get to Kevin Harlan. Here comes the opening tip.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And it's been home cooking for the Kings in the midst of a homestand here in Sacramento. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with a win. And guys, they had trouble finding a way to win the first 2 matchups, but they put together a nice win last time out and can tie things up here.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Well, good collective team unity. Everyone pitching in, so trying to win for one another. That's a good thing.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Julius Randle is out there with Hayward. Then there's Sexton. Then there's Davis. And it's Bridges in at shooting guard. Now here's Hayward inside. Here's Davis. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Teams are trying to finish the season, Brent, with some energy. The reduction of back-to-backs has obviously helped make that a reality.
Well, Adam Silver deserves a ton of credit for approaching the schedule change the way he has the past couple of seasons.
Thinking about the quality of the game.
Yeah, because it is. The quality of the product can make sure that your star players can play as many games as possible. And it's still extremely difficult for those guys to get up for 82 games. They still need their rest. But at least the league has addressed it. The league has given more opportunities for guys to find quality rest in between competition. And hopefully we'll see more players have health. We've not seen that translate into health, but I hope it happens this season.
Me too.
And it's clear that Sexton loves getting out in transition. He has a strong sense for how to capitalize.
We'll now go to David Aldridge, who spoke with head coach Igor Kokoshkov. David, what's new there?
Well, Kevin, he's focused on containing penetration and preventing point-blank finishes. He said we're going up against top-tier guys who can't wait to get to the rim. We just can't let that happen. Kevin, they're up 2-1 in the season series, and we'll see if they can extend that edge.
All right, David, thanks. And Brent, you look at Giannis Antetokounmpo's slashing game, standing, maybe a hair under 7 foot tall. How do you even put it into words?
Well, it's hard to imagine a more perfect frame for today's game in terms of getting in transition, having a versatile offensive game, putting it down, getting to the rack. Well, the one thing that we're anxious to see is whether or not Giannis will develop the type of range from the three-point line that makes it respectable. Other than that, he's pretty much unstoppable.
The first free throw is good.
When you think about a coach looking into the eyes of one of his players and telling him to match up with Giannis Antetokounmpo and all the things that he brings to the table, that's a long night of restlessness before you match up. Press up on him, he'll blow by you. In transition, he's at the rim in 2 dribbles. Tough to stop that kid.
He hits both from the stripe. Antetokounmpo covers so much ground, Brent. He can almost go the entire length of the court in 2 dribbles.
Well, once he gets around towards the rim, his reach can make it seem like defenders aren't even there. Not just one defender, but multiple defenders. So it's unfair already, and you add that athleticism to what he can do. Wow, unstoppable offensive force.
Here's Young, following the basket by Julius Randle. Young dishes to Murray. Passes it to Bagley. 6 on the shot clock. Free throw line jump shot. And the shot falls short this time.
You just relish those kind of opportunities. And the defense got lucky, but they need to guard that area of the floor a little bit better.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Antetokounmpo against Hayward. Antetokounmpo kicks to Jokic. Young, right side.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. Defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
Out left to the wing. Sexton the pass to Davis. Randle outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And the Suns have never won an NBA title. It's amazing for such a proud and storied franchise. Just one trip to the finals since the merger back in 1993. That was when they lost to the Chicago Bulls.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
He misses the free throw. And you think about the Suns team with Dan Marley, Kevin Johnson, Danny Ainge. Brent, they had a chance.
Well, a guy named Michael Jordan ruined a lot of the title chances for a lot of teams. The Suns were one of them. They came close, but eventually MJ's Bulls a little bit too tough for that Phoenix Suns team.
Good on the second free throw. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Bagley kicks to Jokic. Hayward against Antetokounmpo. The teardrop falls in.
That was delicate there from Giannis. I like that floater because that becomes unblockable given the massive length.
Now here's Sexton, defended by Young. Now here's Sexton. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
Man, they're making everything and look confident. 5 shots, 5 makes.
Here's Young, following the basket by Julius Randle. Bagley the pass to Jokic. He kicks to Young. Knocked away and stolen by Hayward. "13 feet away. Here's Davis, and Davis throws it down."
Just another example of what makes Anthony Davis such a great rebounder, size and athleticism, but you combine that with his anticipation, and he gets a lot of secondary opportunity.
Now here's Bagley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And stolen by Hayward. Off the left rim and out.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Antetokounmpo against Hayward. Pass to Jokic for Davis. Jokic, no good.
And 1 for 5 is a tough way to start the game, Kevin. They got to get it going.
And Hayward hit the stuff.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy, you can see already the plays that they're calling. Feels like they found a weakness or two in the defense.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
And some changes here for the Kings. He's checked in for Jokic. Chris Middleton comes in for Bagley, and it's Buddy Hield in for Jamal Murray. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
Well, I think he was especially impressive on the glass. The defense had no idea what to do with him.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Well, beyond the physical stuff, what I like about Giannis right now is the feel for the game. That time, great timing defensively.
To the middle. Here's Bol. And the layup's good off the glass. Bol's got his first points in this one.
I really like the awareness, noticing that he's got the mismatch, and then he just used his size as his advantage on the layup.
Young against Davis. In the corner, it's Bridges. Misses the 3. The Kings trail by 9. Here's Bol. Sexton grabs the board. Pass to Bridges. Trying to get open is Davis. And there's Bridges on the assist by Sexton. Bridges got his first 2 points of the night. Antetokounmpo against Hayward. Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. He's looking for Middleton and finds him. And it's blocked. Bridges with it. 14 points from him the last game against Milwaukee. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Hield. 5 years from now, who do you think will be the best player in the NBA?
5 years from now, the best player in the NBA will be
Antetokounmpo? I'm going to go.
Wow.
I'm going to go and just say that right now.
You think he'll be the best player in the league?
If he does not get injured, I think he'll be the best player in the NBA. 5 years from now.
Okay, that sounds good.
Give me another name.
Is Joel Embiid going to be the man in the league?
I like it if he stays healthy. Of course, you can say it with anybody.
You can say it with anybody, but Joel Embiid might just be that guy.
Special talents. Free throw is good from Bridges. Well, the one thing the Kings have gotten right, Brent, is this new home arena. It is one of the best in the league.
Well, on warm Sacramento nights, what's really cool about this place is they open it up. So you got the natural airflow. It sneaks in. It feels comfortable here. Something these fans can take a lot of pride in with what they've done in downtown Sacramento.
Young with the steal. Antetokounmpo kicks to Young, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Well, he could just see over the defense, the eyes to spot the open man. Giannis flourishing right now as a facilitator.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. And the Suns making a change here. And there's the pass to McCree. Bridges against Teal. Suns moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Okobo. Sacramento grabs the miss. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's guarded closely. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Making shots against good defense. That's what great NBA players have to do consistently. And if you want to be elite, which Giannis is, that's a prerequisite.
Now, here's Bridges. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Okobo. Good defensive work there by Young. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Sacramento Kings. 9-point game. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still their ability to stay composed was impressive.
Well, it led to a big scoring effort, taking advantage of every weakness. So any possession the defense wasn't aggressive on, they were on the offensive end.
And so here's Phoenix following the basket by Trae Young. Stolen by Middleton. 4-on-3 break. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 8.
And Giannis just gobbling up the rebound, just spreads his wing out there, and ball falls right into it.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they want.
What I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
Some changes for Sacramento. Jokic has checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Jamal Murray in for Young. Passes it to McCree. Here's Wilkes. Holmes passes to Wilkes to stop the drought, and he sinks the layups. And the Suns lead by 7.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy. And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
The Kings shooting just 35% to start the game. Pass to Murray. Five to shoot. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Holmes. Suns leading by 7. Fires, high post. Jokic grabs the miss. They swipe it. Wilkes, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
He can't get that one. Now the Suns take it the other way.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Knocks it loose. And now Sacramento on the break. Healed against Bridges. Middleton on the wing. A 23-point game for him in the win against New Orleans. Clock at 6. Three-pointer, Hield. Phoenix grabs the miss. Holmes got 4 rebounds in this game. To the paint. Feeds it to Bridges. From down in the low post, it goes. Bridges has got his second bucket of the night.
This guy is so tough to guard. He feels like he could take any challenge that the defense is going to throw at him.
Hield kicks to Murray. Three-pointers off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
McCree, the pass to Wilkes. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And once again, off the mark by Sacramento.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Okobo, he's covered by Murray. Pass to Wilkes. 6 to shoot. The dish to Bridges. Suns moving the ball around. No good with the triple. And so it's the Phoenix Suns ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Pronouncing Giannis Antetokounmpo's name correctly has been a challenge for many, something he discussed before today's game.
The worst I've ever heard was my rookie year. A guy called me Antetokounmpo, and Kunupi in Greek means mosquitoes. So he basically said anti-mosquito.
And the mosquito, definitely not a good comparison for Giannis.
Yeah, more like a condor. But that last name certainly has a lot of people looking for nicknames.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all 5 guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Sacramento, they've got Chris Middleton. Buddy Hield is out there with Murray. Then it's Bagley, and it's Bol in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. He hits the second from the line. The league no longer wants to reward offensive players who throw themselves into defenders. Have you seen a big change in how those players, Brent, are being called?
I think the league's doing a better job of it, trying to examine when it
Seems that way, you're right.
Somebody gets up in the air and the offensive player leans in or kicks out and tries to draw some kind of contact. So it's been up to the referees. They've been diligent with it. I think they'll just get better with time.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
The Suns shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
One shot.
The Kings trail by 11. To Murray. There's the pass to Bol. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. Hits the three-point bomb. Hield's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And you love how Hield is always ready with his feet set. Once the ball hits his hands, it's off.
The feed to Bridges. It's stolen by Hield. Here's Bol. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Out quickly in the beautiful execution. You can't do it any better.
Well, there's running the floor, and then there's running the floor with purpose, and I love the energy on this play.
The Suns making a switch here. Hayward's checked in. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Passes it to McCree. Here's Wilkes to the right side. Holmes passes to Wilkes. And he goes in for the dunk.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
When you're playing from behind, you cannot let your opponent have things that are that easy. And that was easy.
And so here's Sacramento. After the Suns pick up 2. 6 on the shot clock. They get it back.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Hayward can't hit. The Kings trail by 7. That's a 2 from Hield. It's hauled in by the Suns. Holmes got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Hayward. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Murray kicks to Bagley. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Hield the pass to Bol. Lets it go from deep. Drills the three-pointer. Bol's got 9 points.
Now you could just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm. After a terrific first quarter, he is feeling it here in the second.
Here's McCree. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. For 3, Hayward. It's good from long range.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trade.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
Now, here's Bagley. He's coming off a 16-point game against New Orleans.
He also had 2 blocks that really impacted that game, guys. He really made his presence known.
Bol, that's good. Suns leading by 7. Okobo, he's covered by Murray. Holmes passes to Wilkes. Over Middleton. Again, Phoenix.
He's been on his A game, seeking good shots, and he's a huge reason why tonight they're winning.
Sacramento's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Here's Bagley. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. And to look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Suns.
And clearly, this is a squad that makes its living in the paint. Very few teams are as determined to get the ball inside as much as they are. They aren't going to settle for jump shots. They're going to continue to pound it down low.
Phoenix calls timeout. Break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. We'll take a look at the Suns. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, Sacramento right behind them, just 1 spot down.
And right now for Phoenix, they've had a dream season. And I think they're only going to get stronger as we approach the postseason.
And once the playoffs do arrive, they won't be intimidated. You've got underdogs early on, but during the course of the regular season, they've proven they can handle any situation and any opponent, no matter how tough.
And the shot goes in. Murray's got his first basket of the night.
Well, some good interior crucial points here as Murray's staying active in the paint.
Greg, as we know, Buddy Hield, a Wooden Award winner at Oklahoma.
I mean, he grew from nothing, his words, in the Bahamas. And his first hoop of crate he nailed to some plywood. Couldn't even afford the nails. Had to find those. So from there to here, what an incredible journey.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
Some changes for Sacramento. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Bagley. Young is subbed in for Jamal Murray. Hield kicks to Antetokounmpo. Young up top.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react.
Now, here's Sexton. Down low. Here's Davis, and he uses the glass on the layup. Davis has got 8 points.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
And here's Young. Last game he had 28 points. Pass to Bull. Hield with it. Young outside. And the shot goes down.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Sexton, the pass to Davis. Dishes it to Sexton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And it's Davis with the jam.
And you can see the lower body strength from AD right there, able to take contact, get fouled, and still get the shot to go.
And with everything that Anthony Davis does on offense, it's just mind-boggling. His scoring inside and out, the percentages, he does it all. He is undoubtedly one of the best big men in the league, and many would argue he is the best in the NBA.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one misses for Davis. And with Anthony Davis, the stat lines, Greg, he can post on any given night are just absurd.
Really, Davis still strong defensively, but he really impacts every facet of the game. One of the rare players who can carry a team on both ends of the floor. There just aren't many great players that can lead a team to a championship, but I think Davis is of that mold.
Bull can't hit.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Sexton's shot is good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Young passes to Bull. Lays it up and banks it in. Bull's got 13 points.
You know, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the quarter.
Sexton kicks to Davis. Sinks that one from the post. Davis has got the lead up to 13 now for Phoenix.
And we've played this record before as AD is getting on a roll here and carrying his team on the offensive end.
Here's Bull. Great D that time from Davis.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Now, here is Young. Not a lot of room. Phoenix leading by 13. Wilkes, the pass to Sexton. And it's Davis at the elbow. And they double up Davis. Rebound by the Kings. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, when Giannis has room to run, he is fun to watch. To get out in transition there.
Now Sexton. Kicks it to Davis. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Now Davis attacking right now inside. Big man, playing big. and giving this offense maybe a little bit more of an edge on the inside.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And Colin Sexton, when it comes to scoring, the man shows you a little bit of everything.
Loves to drive it, loves to attack inside, improving his consistency from range. But what I love about him is the aggressiveness. This guy is always in attack mode.
Sacramento making some changes. Jokic has checked in for B. Bagley comes in for Chris Middleton. And Murray subbed in for Hield. And a change for the Suns. Bridges checks in. Now, here's Jokic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Nice looking mid-ranger there from Jokic. Money in the bank from that spot.
Sexton with it. Defended by Young. Hayward finds Randall. Hayward looking around. Pass to Bridges. Sexton with it. Young's there. The shot by Sexton, no good. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. They trail by 11. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That is his first foul of the game. Now, here's Bagley. Back to Antetokounmpo. Bagley kicks to Jokic. The pass to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, a little bit each year, Giannis gets fouled at a higher and higher clip. That shows about how much more aggressive and how much more confident and how much more usage he's had through his first few seasons.
For Sacramento, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Sexton, the pass to Randall. To the inside, Bridges lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Bridges has got 8.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal. I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
The Kings trail by 13. Antetokounmpo finds Jokic. Back to Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And let's take a look at Giannis Antetokounmpo's numbers. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 5th in blocks, 12th in assists, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. That's good from Antetokounmpo. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Suns leading by 11. Sexton kicks to Randall. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Phoenix shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, Sexton.
And you see the speed, the athleticism, and scoring ability of Sexton. Special. A guard with a fantastic skill set and loads of potential.
Now, here's Bagley. No points in the game yet for him. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Here is Hayward after the Kings pick up 2. Randall no good. Outside, Antetokounmpo. 1:03 left in the first half. He goes up again. He takes it up and lays it in. Antetokounmpo's got 18 points in the game.
Man, defensively so tough to make a decision. What do you want to stop? You come off the pick, Giannis can pass, he can finish. It can really cause you to hesitate.
Now here's Randall. 20 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
Well, I think he was especially impressive on the glass. The defense had no idea what to do with him.
Now here's Murray. After Colin Sexton's miss. And that one's good.
Jokic and body control. Man, years ago, we wouldn't have said that. I'm saying it now.
It's Davis on the wing. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first half. Phoenix, no good that time either. The Kings trail by 8. Down low, it's stolen by Davis. Hayward up top, passes it to Sexton. Here's Davis. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
A good awareness there to beat the clock. Now they have a break in the action to discuss some other things.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Phoenix. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He had 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Suns.
In simple truth, they just got hot. Didn't matter what the defense was doing, Ernie. They were definitely able to rise above it. Even the tough shots. Did you see that one shot? I don't know how they even went down. They can carry this over to the second half. It's going to be hard to beat them, boy. Woo-wee.
And over to Kenny now. Your take on the Kings.
Well, they're facing a team that shot very well in the first half. Now, that being said, they probably weren't aggressive enough on the defensive end. That was the difference.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
A lot of action around, as always, the Capitol building tonight. We are in Sacramento, and we continue here on 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, on the cut, off the dribble, he is a factor, and we saw that in the first half.
Coaches talk about having slashers on the team, and this is what they do. They get into the heart of the defense. They force difficult rotations. He's been tough to contain.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. It's a 10-point game. On the court for the Suns, you've got Bridges. Randle out there with Hayward. Then there's Sexton. And it's Davis in at the 5, roaming the paint.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often. But the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
Now, here's Sexton. After the miss from Trae Young. Shot clock at 6. Hayward outside. Davis against Jokic. And it's Davis missing. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Phoenix. On Monday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Denver Nuggets.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Now, here's Sexton. Hayward on the wing. He dishes it to Davis. The open look here for Sexton. No good on the triple.
That's where I like the shot selection. The defense cannot afford to give up wide open shots. And they dodged the bullet there.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Jokic with it. Picked up by Davis. Davis against Antetokounmpo. For Davis. Sacramento again missing.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Hayward can't hit.
That's a great effort on defense. He definitely rushed his shot a little bit down low.
And Gordon Hayward is a player who's always found a way to add something to his game. Now he feels comfortable going at a defense either inside or out. Great strength when attacking the rim and can shrug off those defenders.
Inside, it's stolen by Bagley. Antetokounmpo passes to Bagley. Back to Antetokounmpo. He kicks it to Bagley. Shot clock at 5. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, you mentioned Hayward's strength. That and his ball fakes seem to be not as recognized as they should be.
Yeah, I think Hayward has one of the better pump fakes in our league. Great deception with inside-out dribbles to create space. And the things he does well aren't immediately apparent, but Hayward's terrific fundamentals are what make him a great scorer.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Suns leading by 9. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away using those long arms.
Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Randle. He's got 7. Pass to Hayward. Out to the right wing. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. 4 on the shot clock. Fires top of the key. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Kings trail by 7. To the paint and stolen by Hayward. Unhindered, going all the way. And Sexton slams it in.
And how about the leaping ability there on the slam? I love how Sexton just rises up with confidence inside.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 21. to the inside and finished off by Bagley.
Always tough to work the closer you get to the basket. Nice job of finding an angle on the pass there.
At the elbow, Randall. Three-pointer. Hayward gets the three-pointer to fall. Hayward's got 12.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you can turn it up.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And Young kicks to Antetokounmpo. Over Wilkes. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Antetokounmpo.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Sexton with it. 9 points in the game so far. Randall no good.
He's still looking for his shot. Somehow they're winning. They'd like to get him going.
Back to Jokic. That shot missing. Great D that time from Davis. Suns leading by 8. Young with the steal. Here's Antetokounmpo, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
For Sacramento, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Shooting just one. One shot.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Sexton with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Wilkes count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around him.
The Kings trail by 8. Here's Antetokounmpo. 26 points for him. And Davis sends it back.
Just a wonderful effort from Davis on the defensive end with that rejection.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Murray. He's averaging 15 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him, delivering night in and night out.
And I like it when stars do exactly that. It's not just about scoring 50 or 40 or 30. It's about making plays consistently.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
Whenever AD is floating around the basket like he was there, you know if he gets the ball, he's going to go for the jam.
Murray kicks to Hield. Pass to Antetokounmpo. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
You know, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the quarter.
The pass to Sexton. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And let's check out a group of shooting guards that have been doing some dirty work inside lately, averaging the most rebounds per game at their position over the last 10 games. Mikal Bridges is second. And, of course, Buddy Hield.
And these are sort of your do-it-all guys. I mean, even if rebounding isn't necessarily a priority for shooting guards, it's still something that helps your team get wins.
Well, the effort plays are very important. That's what these guys do. Like you said, the rebounds they provide from the off-guard spot can sometimes make the difference between winning or going home with your tail between your legs.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Well, Jamal Murray, you can't start much younger than Jamal did. At age 3, he reportedly could play basketball for hours on end. Where's the nap time, Kevin? Where is the nap time?
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Hield? 4th in free throw percentage, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And he's been deadly from the free throw line. Only a handful of players are shooting a better percentage. Phenomenal asset to have on your team. Now here's Randall. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Randall no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
Right, big scoring run, fueled by great game planning and really some great shot making.
Here is Davis. 18 points for him. Sexton kicks to Randall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes the 13-footer. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Murray dishes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Murray. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
That misses, and a chance to tie it there. The Suns leading. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Okobo covered by Hield. Kicks it to Sexton. Lock at 6. They need this one. The shot misses. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. Middleton right side. Here's Jokic, and Davis sends it back. Passes to Sexton. Here's Wilkes. He's covered by Murray. To Holmes. Wilkes, the pass to Sexton. And a miss there on the triple. The Kings trailing. Antetokounmpo kicks to Murray. Back to Antetokounmpo. In the corner, it's Hield. Again, the miss by the Kings. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Davis. That's good from 17 feet away. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
The defense is there, but AD shot just better than the defense that time.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Holmes on him. The shot's good.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
He gets that one.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Murray, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Jokic. He kicks to Murray. Pass to Hield. 5 to shoot. Here's Antetokounmpo. Kept alive. Jokic, no good.
Look, if they want any shot at winning this game, he has to be better out there.
Sexton, the pass to Holmes. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Man, I love it when Jokic has these kind of nights, just showing off every facet of his game, even effective out to 25 feet.
Holmes with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Wilkes, good.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trades.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
Now here's Antetokounmpo, 30 points in the game. And he uses the glass on the way. Antetokounmpo's got 14 points now in the second half.
Giannis has the hard hat on right now, going to work. So good, so long, just terrorizing the D.
Sexton with it. Jokic defended. And it's Davis missing. And here is Murray. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Davis down low. He's against Jokic. Bucket is good. Davis has got 6 points in the quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Outside, Antetokounmpo uses the glass to finish the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 34.
Antetokounmpo, those long strides and then fearless in his attack.
6 seconds separating the shot. The rebound by Hield. Hield's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Antetokounmpo finds Jokic, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Down low, here's Davis.
Intelligent play there by Davis. He knows he has the defense on their heels as soon as he gets the ball that close to the rim.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip. The first one falls.
As good as AD already is, to think that there's still upside to his game, it's really remarkable. Athletic, talented, and continues to work hard to maximize his talents.
And both free throws good for Davis. Young for 3, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Suns lead by 2. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. The Suns leading. We've got Murray. Jokic is out there with B. Then it's Hield. And it's Middleton in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Got a piece of it. Okobo, he's covered by Murray. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And he knocks down the first one.
And Anthony Davis is just as complete a player on the offensive end as you're going to find. Great facing up, great mid-range, plays with the back to the basket. One of the things that is his best quality, Kevin, that does not get talked about much is just how devastating he is in transition. One of the game's greatest runners and finishers. And when you're playing with a point guard who will advance the ball, he becomes that much more dangerous.
Bridges shot. Good.
You see the strides that are starting to take shape here for Anthony Davis, improving his game and becoming even a better playmaker.
Here's Bull. Now Middleton buries it down low. And Brentford Davis in his offense, the stat lines he can put up are just jaw-dropping.
Man, even from a historic standpoint, very few big men can dominate a game in the multitude of ways that AD can. Incredibly quick with his decision-making. He's really got great footwork. And with his length, he has the easiest time getting a shot off any switch. I mean, it's just an automatic mismatch. He is truly a special player.
Poke loose. Bridges with the steal. Okobo finished off the break. And now a 9-point Suns lead.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Kings. Hield's got his 5th rebound in this one.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
Here's Murray. Bull can't hit. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Suns. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Murray, the pass to Bull. Back to Murray. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Inside, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Sexton, he's checked in for Phoenix. Here's Hield. Here's the pass to Bull. Now Hield. 6 to shoot. From deep 3-point range. Bridges with the board. Suns leading by 11. Hayward left side. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Hayward's got 10 points here in the second half.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Murray kicks to Hield. Bull, the pass to Murray. It's Jokic top of the key. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 6 assists now in the game.
Not a stellar first half, but he's become an absolute machine scoring the ball in the second.
Here's Hayward. He can't get it to go. Great D that time for Middleton. The Kings trail by 11. Kicks to Murray. Here's Bull. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Shooting for Sacramento. Bull. At the line for 2.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. The Suns making a switch here. Randall's checked in. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. There's no longer a home and road designation as far as light and dark jerseys. Is that an issue at all? I mean,
not really. It's a little off-putting some games where you just flip on and your brain's
figure out where the exactly.
Where's this game being played?
Yes.
But with how many alternate jerseys last year teams had and specialty jerseys they had, it's a lot of fun to see the apparel companies paint a different picture on the floor.
Now here's Davis following the miss by Jokic. And Davis can't get it to go. And Middleton kicks to Murray. It's stolen by Davis. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. And the shot is good. Davis has got 30 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Now here's Murray. Passes it to Middleton. Jokic with it. Defended by Hayward. To the paint. Here's Murray. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 11 rebounds in the game. Davis has the open look. Misses off the right eye. The Kings trail by 13. Middleton outside. Right wing. Here's Murray up on top. Jokic against Davis. Just 4 to shoot. Three-pointer Hield. No good on that one. And Phoenix the other way now.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
And there's Murray on the assist by Hield.
And Murray showing it all here. An exceptional player attacking while he's in the open floor.
It's Davis on the wing. Randall outside. Hayward dishes to Davis. Murray outside. Bull off the mark. Had a chance to trim it to single digits. Hield against Bridges. Now the dish to Sexton. To the right side. Bridges, no one around him. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
Murray, the pass to Bull. Back to Murray. Jokic with it. Pass to Bull. From past the arc. Good on the triple. Bull's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there. Looking for your guys. Buddy Hield has a strong feel for when to give it up.
Randall surveying the D. Hayward outside. "14 feet away. That one, no good. Great D that time for Middleton. In the corner, Murray with it. At the elbow, Jokic. Sacramento moving it around. Over Davis. Jokic, no good. Suns leading by 10. Randall kicks to Bridges. And finished off by Davis.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Now here's Murray. Tight defense on him. Middleton the pass to Murray. Here's Bull. Hield from outside. And another three for Sacramento.
I mean, letting that guy shoot freely from out there, he's going to destroy you from the perimeter if you do that.
Sexton kicks to Davis. Inside, Randall. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, you know, Davis, and he knows, is going to draw the attention of multiple defenders, and that time connects with a teammate to get it done.
Now here's Murray. And the layup's good off the glass.
This is where you want the shots to come from, deep inside the paint and high percentage opportunities.
Sexton kicks to Hayward. To the middle. Here's Davis. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Davis has got 18 points just in the second half.
Superb pick and roll action capped off with a perfect pass to the slashing AD. Leads to the easy deuce.
Bull the pass to Jokic. Murray outside. Off target from three-point range. Phoenix leading by 11. Here's Bridges. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Here's a look at what's coming up now for the Sacramento Kings. They'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Wednesday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets.
And looking at the Blazers matchup, this is a game that they are expected to win, but sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
There's a quiet intensity that Jokic plays with, especially on defense. Made that shooter a little bit nervous.
And Middleton kicks to Murray. Buries the long-range jumper.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Now, here's Sexton. He's covered by Murray. Trying to get open as Davis goes back up. Sacramento grabs the miss. Bulls got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Murray. Jokic with it. Over Davis. That one bounces around and comes back out.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Pretty surprised he missed that shot. The defense was decent, but not really effective.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
Well, Hield just keeps coming right after you again and again as a defender, and eventually you'll tire out and make a mistake with a foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Quietly, Buddy Hield has had some good moments in the NBA thus far. I know coming in, a lot of attention as a high draft choice, but his offensive game and the players around him, as they get better, are helping Buddy Hield out.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Bagley comes in for B. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Chris Middleton. So he gets them both.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Phoenix leading by 6. Sexton the pass to Davis. And they double up Davis inside. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Davis. And 11 points for Colin Sexton.
You know, you got to respect Sexton's scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Phoenix.
2 shots. Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. Chris Middleton's checked in for Sacramento. Young comes in for Hield. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 1:44 left in the 4th quarter. Sexton kicks to Randall. Sexton the pass to Davis. To the inside. It's stolen by Bagley. Inside. Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
Davis inside. Jokic defending. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Jokic. first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Was short on those free throws, extending that lead and making it comfortable.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Over Wilkes. And it's off the back rim. No good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Trying to get open is Randall. Bridges shot. Good. And the Suns lead by 8.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, tonight his pinpoint accuracy has been impressive.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're trailing by 8. There's 53 seconds left in the game. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. Here's Jokic. No good that time, and Phoenix will come the other way. Randall dishes to Sexton. Outside, Davis. The pass to Wilkes. Shot clock at 5. Suns moving the ball around. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Bridges. Davis has got 38 points.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
Right. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're behind by 10. 29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 40 points. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Passes to McCree. He kicks it to Bridges. From the arc. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exit.
The team came in fired up from the opening tip. You see the focus, ready to do battle.
Boy, this final period, they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
Yeah, and making them. Once you get into this kind of rhythm with the 3-ball, it is so difficult for the defense to do anything about it.
So it's Phoenix picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Gordon, nice win for you guys tonight. What was the difference?
Energy. I think we play with a lot of energy, passion, especially defensively. You know, when we're all doing our job and we're playing and we're focused and we're solid defensively, we're not really having lapses, we can be a pretty good team. You know, that we don't have to walk the ball up the court, and it's not as difficult on our offense. So it all starts defensively, and I think it all starts with the energy down there.
You've become one of the best young defensive teams in the league, Gordon. Thanks very much. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time.